Breaking free from the good wife trap, there's a quiet tragedy unfolding in countless homes, a heartbreak that doesn't make headlines but leaves invisible scars. It's the story of the woman who stays. Not out of love, not out of happiness, but out of duty. She has been conditioned to believe that being a good wife means enduring, sacrificing, and staying silent. How the good wife is made: it begins with small compromises, seemingly harmless, in the name of love. She excuses his forgetfulness, justifies his lack of effort, and convinces herself that understanding means tolerating neglect. She believes love is about sacrifice, and in some ways, it is, but not the kind that asks her to disappear. She learns to apologize for feeling neglected, to suppress her emotions so she doesn't seem too much. She prides herself on patience, on endurance, on making a home out of loneliness. What she doesn't see is that, little by little, she is shrinking. The weight of silent endurance: women who fall into this cycle aren't weak. On the contrary, they are strong, too strong in all the wrong ways. They believe they can carry the weight of an imbalanced relationship, and so they do. They believe keeping the family intact is their responsibility, so they swallow their own needs whole. They have been taught that suffering in silence is a virtue, and so they convince themselves they have chosen this life. But the tragedy isn't just that these women are unhappy. It's that they no longer believe they are allowed to ask for more. The lies we call love: we tell women that love is patient, that love is kind. But we rarely tell them that love should also be reciprocal. That love should not feel like loneliness. That a relationship should not require a woman to shrink so that a man can remain comfortable. A woman is not a failure for leaving a marriage that starves her emotionally. She is not selfish for wanting more than the bare minimum. And yet, so many women don't leave. Not because they don't want to, but because they don't believe they can. They've been taught that staying is noble, and that seeking happiness is selfish. The courage to be more than good: the antidote to the good wife syndrome is not reckless rebellion or abandoning relationships at the first sign of struggle. It's about recognizing when love has turned into obligation. It's about understanding that being a good wife should not mean being an invisible woman. If you recognize yourself in these words, if you feel the weight of silent endurance pressing down on you, know this: you are not selfish for wanting more. You are not weak for choosing joy. You are not alone in your struggle. A good marriage does not demand that a woman disappear. And if yours does, perhaps the problem isn't you, but the story you've been told about what a good wife should be. If this message resonated with you, share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's start breaking these silent cycles together. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more empowering content. Because every woman deserves a voice, and it's time to start using it.